It's time to wake up Mid-Michigan. It's Saturday, October 3rd.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEMTV5 Wake Up.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you are all staying warm this morning. It's a cool one out there, and thanks for waking up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Blake Keller. We've got those stories coming up in just a bit, but first, meteorologist John Gross is joining us live with a look at the forecast. Hey, good morning, John.
Hey there, Blake. Good morning, and good morning, everybody at home. Yes, it is definitely a chilly start. If you have stepped out the door this morning, bundle up before you do step out the door this morning. We also do have frost advisories, freeze warnings still in play for all of us here in mid-Michigan. Freeze warnings to the north of US 10 and then frost advisories to the south until 8 o'clock this morning. Continue to cover any sensitive vegetation that you have outside. Bring anything of that indoors if you can. Also make sure to keep tabs on your pets when we have colder temperatures like this around. Here's a live look now over downtown Saginaw this morning. It's still dark outside. Sunrise, we'll be getting that underway here sooner than later. Temperatures out the door like we just showed you, 43 degrees. That's it. Feels like 39 with a wind out of the west-northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Other air temperatures across mid-Michigan this morning, definitely a chilly start. 35 in West Branch. We've got 36, good morning, in Clare, 37 in Owasso, 40 in Caro, and 42 degrees right now in Bad Axe. Live first warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar from MBS, trying to pick up on a few light showers actually developing right off of the bay. Most of us are staying dry. It's going to be partly to mostly cloudy, it looks like, as we go throughout later on this afternoon, but we're watching a storm system that's off towards our south and west. That'll be moving in our direction as early as this evening. That's going to give us better rain shower chances as we go into the overnight period tonight. Probably going to need the hot coffee if you're stepping out the door this morning. We'll have temperatures later on this afternoon, lower to middle 50s with increasing cloud cover. We'll continue to track out shower chances as we go into the day tomorrow, coming up in your full forecast. Blake, back to you.
John, thank you. Still developing, President Trump remains hospitalized this morning at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Maryland. The president is expected to be there for several days as he undergoes treatment for COVID-19. Bofta Imam has the latest.
Exactly a month before Election Day, President Trump is waking up in a hospital in Maryland. The president was admitted to Walter Reed Medical Center on Friday evening, less than a day after he and First Lady Melania Trump tested positive for COVID-19. In a tweet sent shortly before midnight, the president wrote, quote, "Going well, I think. Thank you to all. Love." CBS News has learned that the president was hospitalized after he began to feel fatigued and developed a low fever. Before departing the White House, he recorded a video thanking well-wishers for their support.
I think I'm doing very well, but we're going to make sure that things work out.
In a statement, White House physician Dr. Sean Conley said President Trump was, quote, doing well and did not require any supplemental oxygen. Dr. Conley said the president is being treated with the antiviral drug remdesivir and with an experimental double antibody cocktail. Here at Walter Reed, President Trump is staying in a special suite called the Medical Executive Treatment Unit. It's designed to allow the president to continue to lead the government, even if he needs medical attention. In addition to the First Lady, several other members of the president's inner circle have tested positive for coronavirus, including former counselor Kellyanne Conway, campaign manager Bill Stepien, and longtime aide Hope Hicks. Republican Senators Mike Lee and Tom Tillis have also tested positive. They were all at the White House last Saturday when President Trump nominated Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court.
This is not a matter of politics. It's a bracing reminder to all of us that we have to take this virus seriously.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden said he is praying for the president's recovery. Biden spent 90 minutes on stage with the president during Tuesday night's debate. His campaign says he twice tested negative for the virus on Friday. Bofta Imam, CBS News, Bethesda, Maryland.
And the White House says President Trump has not transferred power to Vice President Mike Pence, and the president remains in charge. Well, confirmation hearings for Judge Amy Coney Barrett are set to go on as scheduled. Senate Judiciary Chairman Lindsey Graham says the hearings will be on October 12th with a vote later in the month. This comes as 2 Republicans on the committee tested positive for COVID-19, like you heard, Tom Tillis and Mike Lee. The committee debate is scheduled for October 15th. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling for Republicans to delay those hearings. There's concern if Democrats boycott and both senators are absent, the committee won't have a quorum to vote. Even if that happens, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell could still advance the nomination to the Senate floor. And stay with TV5 as we continue to follow this story and give you the latest updates. Coming up later, a medical expert shares some insight about that antibody cocktail given to President Trump and what to expect from his diagnosis. Governor Gretchen Whitmer vowing to continue her work in trying to control the spread of COVID-19. This after the state Supreme Court struck down months of executive orders. The High Court ruled the governor drew authority from a 1945 law that doesn't apply, determining the law was, quote, an unlawful delegation of legislative power to the executive branch in violation of the Michigan Constitution. Republicans who control the legislature have long complained Whitmer, a Democrat, has shut them out of major orders restricting education, the economy, and health care.
This now provides the opportunity for the legislature to do the work of the people as opposed to having a singular person directing all aspects of this state of emergency.
Now, in a statement, Whitmer said the ruling takes effect in 21 days. After that, she says many of her measures will continue under alternative sources of authority that were not at issue in that ruling. Well, Michigan added 780 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, bringing the total to more than 126,000 cases and more than 6,700 deaths. And later in the newscast, we'll tell you about 3 local businesses that received citations from violating COVID-19 safety regulations and what one of the owners had to say. Well, NASA has launched a new website where people can collaborate with astronomers to hunt for new worlds. Now, the website is called Planet Patrol, where volunteers can sift through images of potential planets collected by NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite. There are too many images for them to examine just alone, so they are asking for help. People interested will answer questionnaires as they sift through those images to help researchers narrow down the list of potential planets. Amazing stuff. Can you imagine coming across a new planet? How awesome is that? Well, TV5 News time is 7:08. Michigan is extending unemployment benefits. What does this mean? We'll tell you all that you need to know. And a controversial ruling on absentee ballots is making its way back into court. Why Republicans are pushing back.